What is up, guys? I am Skull Ripper, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. So, we made our way into Ostagar, and learned a little bit about the mages and stuff like that. So, we're in the camp here. We just met with Davith, and so he's one of the recruits. And yeah, and I sold some stuff, so I got some money now. Not much. Got a gold, though. Sold a little bit of stuff. Kept a little bit. I exchanged my sword for the family sword because, you know, it's a family sword. I just want to try it out for a little bit. I might go back to daggers, you know, just strictly daggers. But I want to try it out because it's a family sword. I also got the Shield of High Ever, which is another family sword. I mean, shield. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but yeah. And I got some new armor. So yeah. Yeah, I didn't buy anything though, but don't really need to, really. Let's see. I'm not sure where I'm gonna make my way. Should we make our way up there? Okay, there's Alistair. We're probably gonna go see him last. So let's check up here real quick.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Soldier, knight, priest, Jory. Priest?
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens.
Indeed.
Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
I will, thank you.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Okay.
I have great respect for the Wardens, unless they're from Orlais.
Jesus, racist much?
The Orlesian Grey Wardens would be a great support in the coming battle.
So you don't like the Orlesian Wardens, but you like...
Welcome to the King's camp, my lord.
Why do the Darkspawn not parley with the king? They just mindlessly throw themselves to their deaths upon our blades.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Well met, my lord.
Well met. Knight.
Welcome to the King's camp, my lord.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen one of them close up?
I have not. Not yet. Jory?
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Ah. Yes, I am Eric.
Sir Jory is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlaman. You have the bearing of a man who knows how to fight. If I may ask, were you a soldier before you came here?
I was not a soldier, but my father did train me to fight.
Are you a nobleman? I am honored to be in your company, my lord. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining ritual.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
Davis said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Not the smartest of them, you know? You'd think you know about the Grey Wardens and their legends and all the stories you've heard. Of course there's a goddamn ritual. There's a ritual for everything. Come on now. God damn it, insufficient skills. Son of a bee. Sir? Okay, can't click on you. Prisoner.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
And why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find the key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Wow. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting, but I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
I can care less about you, sir. I want that key to that chest. Alright.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is this prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
Seems a waste of time for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
Other than he swallowed a key and it came out of his shit. He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Look, man. So you missed one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs.
Exactly.
Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
I have my own reasons for wanting to care for him. Alrighty. Sir, I want that key.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert?
It's not that I wouldn't have, but I wasn't then. Like I told you, they caught me stealing, not deserting.
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Alright, let's talk to him again.
So?
Give him the food.
Brought me some food, have you?
Yes, I have.
So hungry I could faint dead
Alright,
away.
shut up. Alright. Here's the food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
I'll try. Probably not going to be able to use the key with that tranquil fella still there. I wonder if I can use it on this chest.
Right.
So I'm sure that's the chest over there that's locked. 'Cause remember I said it was locked. At least I think it's the chest. I don't know. Wounded soldier.
It burns.
Nurse.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
We have them on the run, I hear.
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
It's possible he has important information.
The commander who brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
Need to calm down, man. You're a soldier. Sir?
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Alright. Main army camp, huh? Alright. Alright, let's check what's down here. Ah, you got a hound too, sir. Nice.
Hail. You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct?
I am.
I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
Fair enough. I should go then.
Take care.
Ah, look at that. Yours is all painted up and stuff. Interesting. Ah, looks like all you guys got hounds. Good on you guys.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turn Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Oh, there's Duncan. Ash Warrior leader. All these Ash Warriors. Let's see what these guys are up to.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the Ten, I hope.
No, I haven't.
If you're not from the Ten, what do you want? We're busy.
You don't look like other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What are Ash Warriors?
Our training has been passed down since Matthias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Can I hear this old tale?
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Matthias was a Clane tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Matthias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Matthias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
What happened to him?
Matthias's prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Matthias was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Matthias slew Morrigannon in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day, and gave Matthias an honored burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today.
What happened to his wife, Skya?
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Matthias and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion. Then she was gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain.
So he betrayed his wife and killed his lover.
He was a great man with great passions. Perhaps you'll hear a more inspiring version in a tavern someday.
What do Ash Warriors do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
I have a Mabari hound of my own.
Then you are most fortunate. A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet, or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
I should be going then.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Very interesting. Ash warriors. Taught by the dwarves. So here, I think that was the story again. But probably has a little bit more information, I'm guessing. Merchants, we already know about that. Where did that go? Codex updated. Legend of Luthius Dwarfson. At an early age, Luthius was smaller than most children of the Alamari. At the age of 12, Luthius saved Tutha, the son of the tribal chief, from his own dog. The dog had gone rabid, and when it attacked Tutha, Luthius slew it with his bare hands. You know, this sounds like the exact same story that Nana was telling us back at her home, where the dog bit the chieftain. Coincidence? Luthius' father, Mabine, was impressed with Luthius' strength and bravery, and so took him in as his own son. When Luthius grew to manhood, he became known for his charisma and bravery. While shorter than his fellow warriors, Luthius was stronger and doughtier than any warrior in the tribe. When Luthius was still a young man, Mabine sent him to the dwarven city of Ozarmar to negotiate an alliance. Mabine's tribe had come into conflict with other Alamari, and he needed as much help as he could get. Luthius was unable to convince the dwarven king to aid his tribe, but fell in love with the king's daughter, Skaya. Luthius and Skaya fled the dwarven realm and returned to his tribe. Skaya taught Luthius the art of fighting without pain, the berserker state known as the battle wrath, and with it, Luthius became a renowned warrior. Luthius led the tribe to many victories until eventually he replaced his foster father as chief of his tribe. The peace would not last. During a feast between the tribal leaders of the Alamari and the Evar, the beautiful and powerful Evar chieftain Morriganen became enamored with Luthius and seduced him. Skaya learned of the tryst and fled the village to return to Ozarmar. When Luthius rebuffed Morriganen's offers of marriage, she left in anger, and from the moment on there was war between the two tribes. For 15 years, the Alamari and Avar fought. During the Battle of Red Falls, a powerful young warrior from Morriganen's tribe challenged Luthius to a battle. Luthius was injured grievously, but slew the boy. Morriganen revealed that the boy was Luthius' son, conceived 15 years ago during their tryst. She cursed Luthius as the murderer of his own kin, and the Battle of Red Falls turned against Luthius. Jesus. Morriganen defeated Luthius in battle after battle, until the Alamari were driven to the foothills of the Frostback Mountains. There Luthius made a last stand. In the night before Luthius' final battle, Skaya came to him and offered him a dwarven suit of chain in exchange for a night together. Luthius agreed and wore the armor the following morning in battle. The battle was fierce and bloody, and Luthius met Morriganen in a personal combat. In the end, Luthius slew the warrior woman, but not before receiving a mortal wound to his heart. The chain inexplicably unable to block her final blow, Luthius died, and after the battle was done, a party of dwarven warriors came down from the mountains and took the body of Luthius back to Ozarmar. That's a fucking epic story. See what women do? God. Fucking chick seducing one guy and he, Jesus, killing his own kid. And women, man, they tend to complicate things. It's a badass story, though. I mean, so these guys are trained in that way of fighting. Very interesting. And they got Mubari hounds. Epic. I love it. Alright, where are we going? let's see. Let's go down here. Let's investigate all this stuff down here. Sir? Sir?
It's good to have Grey Wardens amongst us. With their help, perhaps we can push these things back underground for good.
I hear you. So there's Jory, Davith, Ripper, Duncan.
My sisters and gentlefolk, we stand here on the eve of battle. Let us consider the evil before us. In their pride, the mages of the ancient Tevinter Imperium sought to open a portal into the heavenly Golden City itself. They tainted it with their sin, and they were cast back into our world as Darkspawn. They are man's sins made flesh, an evil that spreads like an illness across our land. To face them, we must first face the evil within ourselves. Let us bow our heads and beg the Maker's forgiveness. Let us not be proud, so we may take courage against the darkness.
Here, here. I wonder if I can talk to the priest. Priest? I mean, cleric?
I do not have time to speak at present, thank you.
Well, fuck you then. Alright. Oh, I didn't even see this guy. Kennel Master. What the hell? Sounded like he was speaking in a tunnel. What the hell was that all about?
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from darkspawn blood. It's terrible.
That's better. Jesus, that was a glitch in the Matrix there. Alright, let's see what's... Logain's Guard.
You approach the tent of Terran Logain. State your business.
Terran Logain, wow. Tell me about Terran Logain.
How can you not know of Logain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Marik's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Marik rewarded him by making him a Terran. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Logain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Yes, I've heard the stories. And I also heard he was a farmer and rose to power. Is this Terran inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Surely you can tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Terran's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Terran speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Terran Logain tells him. Without the Terran, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
So they're fussing over the king, alright. I would like an audience with Terran, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yes, I am.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
His father, huh? Oh, I didn't know that.
Marik respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Marik would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Lands meet?
My father was the Terran of Highever.
The king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Kaelin has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
You don't seem very fond of him.
He is Marik's son and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
I'm not the one that has a problem with him, sir. Codex updated. Alright. King Merrythern. It's difficult to separate the man from myth. The last survivor of the bloodline of King Kellenhad, the Silver Knight, Merrick drove the Orlesian forces from Ferelden's borders, reclaimed the throne, and freed our people from foreign tyranny. All true and all larger than life. He was born in hiding near Cathal's crossing to the rebel queen Moira, and grew up in the rebel camps, an outlaw in his own country. When the rebel queen died, Merrick inherited her homeless nobles, malcontents, and displaced freeholders, and with the aid of his friends Logain MacTyr, built them into an army. After the pivotal battle of Riverdane, Merrick took the throne. He married Rowan, daughter of Rendarn Gwerin, Arl of Redcliffe, and began the long, slow process of rebuilding everything Orlias has demolished during a 70 years occupation. Interesting. This Logain character seems quite the asshole. Soldier?
Well met.
Well met, sir. Like the crossbow you got there, sir. Very nice. And this must be the king's tent. Funny how the Logain has a bigger tent than the king. Or they could be the same size, I'm not too sure.
Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now.
Alright then. Tell me about the king. You must know him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Logain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
Well, we'll see in the coming battle.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
I should go then.
As you wish.
Discussions about the king. Interesting. That's some that is some drama going in between with the king, the daughter, and Logain. The plot thickens. So you got Logain, who just seems to not like the king at all because he's young, which I can see his point of view because the king is young. He just wants to go out and battle, you know, create a big epic scene that the bards will sing of for centuries. You know, a king doesn't seek out battle, you know. Logain is the more strategic in wars, where Cailan is more just the outright. So they got their both pros and cons, you know what I'm saying, but if I had to pick, Cailan's my pick though, because he seems more noble than anything than Logain. Logain seems like just a dick.
Look carefully, men. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
So not only are these guys dangerous, with the taint following them, with their archdemon behind them, a dragon, but also their blood is poisonous. I'm loving my odds here. Chest? Wow, a chest that actually opens. Yay. Good shot, sir. I also have a bow. Can I shoot? No, I cannot. Well, good aiming, fellows.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlog. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough.
I like how they have these little sayings, kind of training the troops, telling them. But yeah, like I was saying about King Kalen and what?
What are you, a bunch of natural fishwives spreading gossip until you brown your small clothes out of terror? We've seen nothing to suggest that the Darkspawn drag our people underground to eat them. And I want this talk about Darkspawn enslaving survivors to stop immediately. Keep your minds focused on the battle. You fight for Ferelden and for your king. Remember that.
Nice. But yeah, it also seems like, God damn it, I'm talking.
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me.
I like her. But yes, like I was saying before I got interrupted, you know, a lot of
barely.
What do you mean?
Only 2 of them made it, and one was minus a leg. Said they encountered some Darkspawn that was 10 feet tall, with horns as long as your arm. The injured one died last night. They said his blood was already turning black.
Maker's breath. Where are they all coming from?
Can I talk now? But yeah, like I was saying, you know, all the guards seem a little bit worried, or Duncan seems worried about how King Kalen's going about, asking me if, you know, we could end the war in a single blow. To be honest, I'd say hell yeah. Just to keep the morale up, you know? You look down. You good?
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed?
No, just wanted to talk.
You want to talk to me? I'm not in trouble, am I?
Not that I know of.
Oh, that's a relief. I'm one of the king's servants, which means I run messages around and make deliveries all day long. If you fall behind, you get the switch from the quartermaster. Oh, I wish I were back at the palace. There are far more places to hide. I better go. If the quartermaster sees me chatting, he'll think I'm being lazy, and that'll be my hide. But it was nice talking to someone.
So it seems the city elves are slaves. And I'm guessing the Dalish elves are more elves that live in the forest, wild, free. That's what I'm guessing. But that's crazy. The city elves are slaves. Huh.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just.
Priest?
My faith sustains me. I shall not fear 10,000 men should they set themselves against me. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter. Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the Fade, for there is no darkness, nor death in the Maker's light. Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. My faith sustains me. I shall not fear 10,000 men should they set themselves against me.
Alrighty.
Let's get started.
Let's get started. Dagger. Kind of a weak dagger, but whatever.
Shall not be left to wander the drifting.
Shh. Poor elves, man. That one's scared for his life, trying to find hiding spots and stuff. Poor guy. Alright, so let's go, I think it's time we talk to Alistair now, right? Kari Wilds. Indeed, let's go talk to Alistair. That's the last place I think we need to go. So let's do it. Sir?
Well met.
Well met. Oh, there's a chest over there. You're that red-headed woman elf that quartermaster was talking about, right?
You?
Why is my audio getting all fucked up?
I have urgent duty, sorry.
I don't know, my audio is going all weird there. So like I can't hear her talking, that's weird.
On it.
Studded leather boots. Before anything, let me quick save real quick. War Council. Alright. Alistair. Oh, there's a chest there.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
Jesus.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Don't worry, I'm no mage.
Less being yelled at for me, then. Though the day is still young. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit. From Highever. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
That's okay. And you must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Well, pleased to meet you. My name is Eric.
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
No, I haven't.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument I saw, what was that about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are. Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Ah. You were a mage hunter.
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes. The Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Shit. What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Yes, both of them.
That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now.
Well, I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
I like Alistair. He seems like a funny fellow. Oh, and he's part of my party now. Good on ya. Ooh, we got some runes. Put some fire damage on something and a slow rune. Chance to reduce movement speed. Ooh, we got a fancy vase. Looks expensive. Very nice, very nice. You know, let's get to know Alistair a little bit, shall we?
Yes?
Tell me a little about yourself.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. The Chantry raised me. And becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago. Duncan saw I wasn't happy, and figured my training against mages could double for fighting Darkspawn. Now, here I stand, a proud Grey Warden. The Grand Cleric wouldn't have let me go if Duncan never forced the issue. I'll always be grateful to him.
Why didn't you want to join the Chantry?
It just wasn't for me. I believe in the Maker well enough, but I never wanted to devote my life to the Chantry.
You speak fondly of Duncan.
I spent years in that Chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
I have a few questions for you.
What about?
Grey Wardens.
So I imagine. What would you like to know?
What makes you all so special?
The Grey Wardens are warriors without equal. Darkspawn threatened to destroy the world 4 times over. Each time, the Grey Wardens led mankind to victory. Nobody knows more about Darkspawn, and nobody's better equipped to deal with them. You'll see. Trust me.
So they're knights? Heroes?
I don't know if I'd go that far. Duncan says the Grey Wardens do whatever is necessary to protect mankind from Darkspawn. That means some pretty extreme things. Whatever it takes to bring victory.
I'm not sure if I know anything about the Grey Wardens.
Well, let's see. Surely you've heard of Weishaupt Fortress? The great eyrie carved into the White Cliffs far off in the Anderfels? That's where the Grey Wardens once kept their griffins. The griffins died out, however, and our numbers have dwindled since the last blight. There's only a handful left in Ferelden. A few more in other nations.
Where are all the Grey Wardens now?
The others are camped with the King's soldiers in the valley. The King's given us a position of honor at the vanguard, despite our small numbers. I think Cailan is actually excited to ride into battle with us. Maybe he thinks that's what his father would have done.
So the Grey Wardens have the right to recruit anyone.
King Marek, Cailan's father, reaffirmed the power the Grey Wardens were given during the Blights. In practice, we can't conscript too often without hurting our cause. We were exiled from Ferelden once. Best not to let that happen again.
That's all I wanted to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
Tell me about Duncan.
Duncan is the leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, which he would say doesn't mean much, as there aren't many of us here. Yet, beyond that, he's a good man, a good judge of character. I owe him a lot. What about you? What do you think of him?
Seems like a kind man, if firm.
Fair enough. He's done the best he can with what little he has. And that includes me, I guess. You want to ask me about something else?
The joining ritual.
I wish I could tell you more. Maybe ask me again after Duncan speaks to you about it. You want to ask me about something else?
How about the upcoming battle?
The one tomorrow. I'll tell you. It's Tairn Loghain we should be looking to win it, not the king. Cailan just wants his place in history. The Tairn is planning the strategy. That's my opinion, anyway. I guess I should be thankful the king favors us Grey Wardens. But I know who's keeping the lid on the pot.
How much will I be participating?
You know, that's a good question. The other Grey Wardens are riding into battle with the king. I don't know if you'll be with them.
Why is it happening here, of all places?
We're at the edge of the Korkari Wilds, the eye of the Blight Storm, right where the Horde will be coming. Ostagar itself is in excellent defensive position. The Wilders were pushed back from here time and again in ancient days.
What if we fail?
If we don't break the Horde here, Duncan says it will spread until it engulfs all of Ferelden. Then it will take an alliance of nations to fight it, which would be bad. Neither the King nor the Tern really seems to believe this is a real blight, however.
What are the chances of success?
I'm sure Tern Loghain has the battle planned to the last detail. Still, no blight has ever been defeated with so little cost.
That's all I wanted to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
I have no more questions.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Alistair approves +2. Let's see what's in his chest. Oh, I already picked up. Whoops. Alright guys, well I'm going to end it here. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button. Make sure to leave some comments on what you thought in this video. Any tips or hints are welcome. Alrighty guys, well thank you for joining me. Until next time, I'm Skull Ripper, and I'm out. Late.